Hello, you're kicking off the Sunday's edition of Qpvn English News Bulletin with Milinchi and the headlines. Grand ceremony celebrate 100th anniversary of Vietnam Revolutionary Press Day. Key national level research projects on military thought approved. Vietnam's Dairy industry makes its mark at 2025 Global Dairy Congress. On June the 21st in Hanoi, the Party Stands Committee commissioned for Information, Education and Mass Mobilization in coordination with the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism and the Vietnam Journalists Association organized a ceremony to mark the 100th anniversary of the Vietnamese Revolutionary Press Day and received the Ho Chi Minh Order. Party General Secretary Tô Lâm delivered a speech at the ceremony. The event also saw the attendance of Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, National Assembly Chairman Trần Thanh Mẫn, General Phan Văn Gia, Minister of National Defense, among others. Recognizing the merits and contributions by the press sector to the revolutionary cause of the Communist Party of Vietnam and the nation, on behalf of the party and state leaders, Party General Secretary Tô Lâm awarded the Ho Chi Minh Order to the sector. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính and National Assembly Chairman Trần Thanh Mẫn presented the emblem of gratitude to the outstanding contribution of veteran journalists and exemplary journalists who have made marked contribution to the cause of Vietnamese revolutionary journalism. 100 years ago, on June the 21st, in 1925, in Guangzhou, China, leader VIET founded Thanh Niên newspaper, the first revolutionary newspaper of Vietnam, the mouthpiece of the Vietnam Youth Revolutionary Association, aiming at disseminating Marxism-Leninism in Vietnam, making ideological, political and organizational preparation for the establishment of the Communist Party of Vietnam. Over the past century, the Vietnamese revolutionary press has witnessed strong and steady leapfrog, playing an important and pioneering role in the revolutionary cause of our party and people. As Vietnam's revolutionary press sector approaches its 100th year anniversary, it is marked not only by a proud legacy and revolutionary imprint, but also by the stature of a modern press landscape, with nearly 800 press agencies and over 41,000 journalists who are professionally competent, politically steadfast, and adapt with modern media technologies. Vietnam's press sector has become a trusted pillar for the public and is expanding its presence across the region and the world. General Secretary Tô Lâm affirmed that the party will never relinquish the press as a powerful tool of struggle, dissemination and orientation. The party listens to the people through journalism and through it disseminates its policy and the state's laws to the public. He added that in the new phase, Vietnam's revolutionary press must rise strongly, assert its relevant role on the ideological and cultural front, and contribute actively to national development. Journalists must be true pioneers with a deep sense of political resilience, innovativeness, dedication, and readiness to serve the national cause. Journalism must become a force that builds public trust, fuels aspirations for development, and helps realize the vision of a strong, prosperous, and enduring Vietnam. A new era has been opened to the nation, bringing new horizons of development along with new revolutionary thoughts. With strong determination and great aspirations, we aim to build a powerful and prosperous Vietnam. In this context, the revolutionary press sector must clearly affirm its revolutionary identity and pioneering role on the ideological and cultural front. It must serve as a pillar of thought, a vanguard force, and a builder of trust and consensus in society, contributing significantly to spreading human values and a strong spirit of innovation, fondness for learning and dedication. With the party's comprehensive leadership, a glorious revolutionary tradition, and a generation of passionate, intelligent, and courageous journalists, Vietnam's revolutionary press is ready to embark on its next journey, confidently upholding its noble mission as a beacon of ideology and a powerful driving force for the nation's future. Over 3 days with many exciting activities, the National Press Festival 2025 wrapped up in Hanoi on June the 21st. One of the most prominent features of the event was the strong focus on digital transformation and technology in journalism. Many media outlets showcased multimedia products and introduced new technologies such as artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and augmented reality to engage readers, reflecting their proactive approach and determination to keep pace with global technological advancement. The event also featured forums on AI in journalism, digital media workforce, media economics, and more. Within the framework of the festival, the organizing committee and the award council decided to award 5 A prizes, 7 B prizes, 16 C prizes, 19 consolation prizes for impressive display booths, awarded 3 A prizes, 3 B prizes, and 12 C prizes for impressive events and activities, and awarded 8 A prizes, 14 B prizes, 20 C prizes, and 15 consolation prizes for impressive press products. On June the 21st in Hanoi, Professor Dr. Nguyễn Xuân Thắng, Director of the Ho Chi Minh National Academy of Politics, Chairman of the Central Theoretical Council, chaired the final review of the national level research project titled Starting, Creatively Applying and Developing Ho Chi Minh Thought in Building the People's Army, the Whole People National Defense and the Whole People Defense Posture in the Renewal Era. The project, chaired by Senior Lieutenant General Trịnh Văn Quyết, Chairman of the General Political Department of the Vietnam People's Army, is part of a special national-level science and technology initiative running from 2021 to 2025, aimed at continuing the study and creative development of Ho Chi Minh thought in the new context. The Council rated the project as high distinction, highlighting that the project exceeds progress expectations and is among the first to complete its final review. With precise, objective findings and scientifically grounded proposals, the project's results have been recommended for use as reference materials in teaching and research across military educational institutions. From June the 16th to the 21st, Naval Prison 2 conducted comprehensive training, assessments, and live fire exercises at sea for its subordinate units. The participating units demonstrated strong coordination and close operational synergy during the at-sea training and evaluations. Key activities included target destination, coordinated missile attacks, long-range maneuver drills, naval formation movements, trial launch of new upgraded torpedoes, deployment of depth charges, rocket-propelled bomb launches, anti-aircraft engagement of airborne targets, and nighttime live-fire exercises against moving surface targets. The section provided Naval Prison 2 with a realistic assessment of its training outcomes, the combat readiness of its vessels, the command and control capabilities of its officers, and their proficiency in utilizing weapon systems on board. Coming up next, Vietnam's Diary Industry makes its mark at 2025 Global Diary Congress. Overseas Vietnamese intellectuals, strategic assets for national development. A groundbreaking ceremony for 2 condo hotel complexes and 2 sea tunnels on Thuy Vân Street, Vũng Tàu City, Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu Province was held on June the 21st. The International Standard 5-star condo hotel complexes, 5-star RDC, and 5-star Poseidon, with a total investment of some $3.8 billion, are the 2 highest-priced projects in Vũng Tàu today, decided according to international standards and have been awarded the most beautiful luxury condo hotel architecture in Asia-Pacific in 2025 by the International Property Awards. Not only developing large-scale projects, 5-star Group has also invested in and started construction for 2 pedestrian tunnels at key intersections on Thuy Vân Street. They mark a breakthrough in coastal traffic, enabling people and tourists to move safely, conveniently, and securely within the new urban development space. The 18th Global Diary Congress 2025 took place in Amsterdam, the Netherlands. Marking its 5th participation, Vietnam will continue to be the sole representative from Vietnam to be present at this prestigious Global Diary Forum. Its presentation impressed with a focus on unlocking nature's nutritional value through science, aiming to raise dietary standards. Alongside dairy powerhouses such as the United States and New Zealand, Vietnam's Vinamilk make a strong impression at the 2025 World Dairy Innovation Awards, winning in two key categories, Best Yogurt and Best Packaging Design. These accolades highlight the company's significant investments in science, technology, and innovation, showcasing the creativity and progressiveness of a Vietnamese dairy brand ranked the sixth globally in brand value. While Vietnam is still considered a young player in the global dairy industry, the pioneering efforts of leading domestic enterprises have steadily asserted the country's position. Vietnam is on a strong trajectory of development and deep international integration. To reach greater milestones in the time ahead, the country requires the collective strength of all resources, particularly the intellectual contribution of overseas Vietnamese. They are expert scientists and successful entrepreneurs across the globe. With hearts that beat in harmony with homeland, many have chosen to return, dedicating their talent to the nation's prosperous future. From science and innovation, technology, economics to arts, all have the bold intellectual mark of the Vietnamese people. Over 600,000 overseas Vietnamese with high professional qualifications are living and working all over the world. They are a great resource for developing the country's science and technology and for the development of the country. At the age of 20, returning to Vietnam for the first time as a biological engineer, young overseas Vietnamese Daniel Hoài Tiến saw the great potential of Vietnam's agricultural sector at the risk of gradually losing native plant varieties as well. With the desire to contribute to the fatherland in 2014, he decided to return to Vietnam to start a business, restore indigenous varieties, and build a brand for Vietnamese agricultural products. In addition to productivity, such other factors as nutrition, quality, and taste needs to be paid due attention to. With the desire to hit the high-end markets, we must focus on those factors. If the quality and taste are not worth trying, it will be hard for us to convince consumers that this product is worth paying more for to compete with other products. Unlike Hoài Tiến, Nguyễn Hữu Linh has spent nearly 15 years studying and living in Japan. Having a bright future and many job opportunities in the land of cherry blossoms, he decided to return home to develop the nation. VIET company, founded by him, is a popular name in the Vietnamese technology industry with technology solutions in the fields of healthcare, banking, education, and logistics. I want to help Vietnam help technology workers get high-paying jobs and want Vietnam to become a country, a market providing technology solutions, not just a market providing human resources. With its strengths in AI and big data, VietSoft is currently providing domestic and foreign customers with solutions for smart warehouse management, supply chain management, AI support for people with disabilities at train stations and public spaces in Japan, solutions to connect food deliveries for startups in the US. That is just the beginning of the great aspiration of this man. We are building up plans on IT and designing, while VietSoft is developing the overall system design. A positive attitude along with an open mindset has brought good results and a long-term cooperation between us and VietSoft company. Vietnam is always in my heart and is a place where I want to contribute, work and develop, support people in my homeland to develop themselves as well as develop businesses, society and the country. The Politburo recently issued Resolution No. 57 on breakthroughs in science, technology, innovation, and national digital transformation. With many outstanding policies to attract overseas Vietnamese to return and contribute to their homeland, it is expected to welcome many talents like Daniel Hoài Tiến and Hữu Linh to return to contribute and together continue the aspiration to build a strong Vietnam. It is the end of the English news bulletin today. We watch the news again at Qpvn.vn. Goodbye and see you next time.